Have a conversation with your neighbor. Listen to the experience of someone living in a tent underneath the freeway. Take a drive around the block, walk to your local grocery store, flip on any local news channel. The housing crisis is everywhere. It's growing, it is unsustainable, and it is causing immense hardship and pain to millions of middle and low-income working families. 1 out of every 4 Americans who are unhoused live in California, even though we only make up 10% of the nation's population. In California, 1 family per minute is evicted. In Los Angeles County, 1 person is evicted every 9 minutes. So, what can we do? The good news is that people of faith and spirit, along with our partners, are moving helpful policy proposals through the California legislature. The Homelessness Prevention Act aims to stem the tide of our loved ones being pushed into homelessness by rising rents. The Affordable Housing on Faith Lands Act proposes opening up zoning laws so 100% affordable housing can be built on properties owned by religious and educational institutions. The Community Anti-Displacement and Preservation Program Act calls on California to invest $500 million to preserve currently affordable housing and prevent the displacement of thousands of families. Community organizers and social change groups like the Pico California Network and the Million Voters Project are working hard to ensure that these critical policy measures pass and become law. At Pico, our mission is to organize with people of faith. What wisdom do our sacred texts and spiritual traditions provide us to help us morally interpret what our response to the housing crisis should be? Whether it is the Islamic, Jewish, Christian, Hindu, or many indigenous spiritual traditions, all of them teach us that human life and the natural world are eternally sacred. They teach us that we are morally obligated to give abundantly and compassionately to meet the needs of our neighbors. And they warn us against becoming indifferent to those who suffer the most. In short, our elders from many faith and spiritual traditions remind us that it is our calling and responsibility to go to great lengths to show love and compassion to one another through not just our words, but through our actions. As such, we believe that our Creator intends for and has provided more than enough for everyone to enjoy the 3 L's: land, lodging, and labor. Land upon which to cultivate and raise our children, lodging for warmth, protection, and dignity, and labor that gives us meaning, pays a family-sustaining wage, and allows each of us to live well. California must become a place that guarantees every single family has a secure and affordable place to call home. Because home is more than 4 walls. Home is holy. Home is where the heart is. Home is where our children sleep, play, do their homework. It's the first place where we learn how to live in community, how to put the needs of another person before our own, how to share what we have with others. Home is the cornerstone, the first building block of healthy, thriving communities. Home is sacred.